For 2018, I'm challenging myself to ride a motorcycle every day and document every day that I do. Hashtag 365 motorcycle. This is one day of that journey. Day 164.
And we're back! Yep. Today is Wednesday for sure. I think it's the 13th, but I wouldn't bet money on that. Wouldn't bet a bike on that. Yep, and I'm riding Norm home, the AT, said Norm. Another hot as hell day today. Yesterday I was looking, and it said it was like 98 yesterday, so that was pretty hot. Mrs. Smith said her car was 104 in the shade, and that's with active venting, and I think that was the external temperature anyway, so that's interesting. But I can just say it was hot as hell, and it's pretty hot today as well. So yeah, one of the things that's driving me a little crazy today is I got some type of rattling noise from the front end, and nothing like dangerous sound, like I didn't fasten something upright when I was working on this bike, but more just like an annoyance, like something plastic is just jangling around, and it's driving me nuts, even with the earplugs in. And yeah, if you want to drive Mike Smith crazy, that's the thing, man. Just give him some plasticky, jiggly noise to focus on. I used to hate when that happened in my cars or my truck, before I was riding so much. Yep. So that's pretty much that. Not really a lot to report. I might do another vid today. Got to take Thumper in to get some tires, and then after that it'll either be Norm or Young NC. So yep. So all right, well, I guess with that I'll say it is hot as hell, and peace out. And we're back, and I wasn't paying attention for a second there, and the light turned yellow, so always pay attention. Don't be fooling with your camera. So yep, today's the 13th of June, and this is the second ride of the day, second bike of the day, actually third ride, 'cause in and out to work, and then I'm taking this bike in for tires. So yeah, still hot as hell. I guess one of the things I was going to talk about is I was talking about doing product reviews, and one of the things I'll talk about is my Gaerne G-Adventure boots. And this idiot is running. Sorry. Lady runs a red light as she's got her phone on her lap, texting somebody or reading some shit. I mean, let's get real. And we're back. Yep. It is the 13th of June still, or at least I think it is, and it is Wednesday. And third ride of the day, first ride on Thumper. Thumper's going in to get tires. And yeah, I figured what I'd do while I'm riding in is do another product/gear review. Something I use all the time. So with that, I'll say what I always say, and that is, this really isn't meant to be a standalone review. Usually I get a lot of thumbs downs on these from people, but my intention is for you to do a little bit of research, like watch something like Revzilla, watch their video, and then this would be some real world feedback from somebody who has had this particular product twice. So I'm going to talk about my Gaerne G-Adventure boots. So what they are is they're kind of an adventure boot, right? They're not a motocross boot, they're not a street boot, they're an adventure boot. They're meant to do some adventure-esque type riding. And I'm on my second pair of these. This pair that I have now, I've had probably, I'll have to check, but I've probably had them since March of last year, maybe February. Cough coming. It's been a terrible day for coughs. Sorry. So I've had them. That's like a year and a half. I'll check all the math on this. And they're my second pair. First pair I got, probably the same as the second pair. First of all, love them. Super comfortable. Love the way they look. Okay. They're almost like, once I had them broken in, they're like smelly bedroom slippers. You know, they're nice, but they still smell because they're stinky boots. Easy to get on and off. I could get most of my jeans over them, all types of pants. Felt they were super comfortable for riding. Talk about, I like the closure that they have. They have a Velcro at the top and kind of 3 snap closures on them. Downside about the snap closures is the pins that hold the buckles have the tendency to work out, but you know, with a set of pliers or a blunt object, you can push them back in without a problem. Cough again, sorry. Today's been the worst day in a long time. Okay, so downsides I've had with these boots was the first pair, the sole cracked kind of pretty early on. I'd say, you know, just about over a year. And so keep in mind, I'm running usually 2 pairs of boots a year. I ride a lot, but I'm running 2 pairs of boots primarily. I'm running my built little commuter boots, and I wear those to work a lot of the time. Not all the time, a lot of the time. Then I have these Gaerne G-Adventures. And then periodically when I had that first pair, I was running a set of motocross boots. I can't remember which ones. Probably some Fox brand, but that doesn't really matter. So I wasn't really using the boots hardcore on my 250 dirt bike. But what happened to those boots is the sole cracked, and a lot of my foot pegs are wider foot pegs for like off-road riding. But a lot of them have rubber inserts, and I'll take some pics of those to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay, not the greatest pick, but this is the foot peg that I'm running on my NC700X. Note the rubber inserts.
There's a few that I was riding. Probably that boot at the time was used a lot on my F650 GS, which I didn't have the rubber inserts in a lot. But anyway, for the soles to like pretty much, those were shot. I mean, they were so cracked and disintegrated. They were essentially worthless. And the other problem I have with those boots is they're supposed to be waterproof, and they I can't remember when, but because I probably got them in the summer, it doesn't rain, and they started leaking, you know, during the rainy season. So I figured, maybe, you know, I've had them for a while. That's what the issue is. So, okay, so cut to the pair I'm wearing now. I get them specifically for my cross-country trip, and I kind of hemmed and hawed about, like, should I get them again because of the sole cracking, and the second issue was them leaking. And I was like, yeah, get them. You know, you love those boots. You love the way they look. You love, you know, you love the way they feel. They're like bedroom slippers. So that was, you know, so that was that. Get back in traffic here. Let's just okay. So get my second pair of boots, break them in a little bit. Didn't wear them a lot, but broke them in enough because I didn't want them to be, you know, hurting me on the trip. Brand new set of boots. And probably the first rain I hit that was pretty substantial was, well, definitely, I don't know when the first rain was, but the substantial rain I hit was on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it rained a long time there. Those boots, first hard rain, my feet were freaking soaked. And I was so, you know, disappointed by that. I'm like, this is BS. So luckily I had a bunch of wool socks. I changed the socks out. We're talking they would rain, it would rain and my feet would be wet within, you know, the hard rain, 5 minutes we're talking. They were soaked. And I checked everything to make sure that water wasn't going inside of my rain pants and running down the inside, you know, all that stuff. It was definitely coming in through, it's not the arch of my foot, but the front arch. If your instep, I guess that would be where you would kick a soccer ball from if you were taking a shot. So yeah, that sucked. And yeah, so I, you know, make it worse, I said I'll never be one of these people that gets sponsors, because I'm going to tell you like it is on you know, on this channel. So okay, so those boots were probably, at that time, I probably wore them, you know, three months, man, 3 months total. And so I called Gaerne and I said to them, hey, you know, this is the issue I'm having with your boots. Like, what can you do, man? Can you help me out? And they're like, oh, sorry, like due to the extreme nature of adventure boots, we will not be able to replace these for you. We suggest that you contact the vendor to do an exchange. And the vendor that I use, I'm not gonna it wasn't Revzilla, it wasn't Motorcycle Superstore, it wasn't somebody local. It was a company that I've ordered from before, and I probably wouldn't order from again. But bottom line is, I couldn't do an exchange. I have leaky boots. Good thing about that is, riding around here in the summer, it doesn't rain. I'm still wearing them. But downside again, man, is these it's been a year plus, and the soles are pretty much shot again.
Yep. So this is a pic of Mrs. Smith fingering my boot.
Not as bad as the last time, because probably the NC700X, which I ride the most, I have SW Motec foot pegs on them, and they have rubber inserts. But I do ride them on the 250 and the Africa Twin and Thumper here, which all have no inserts on them. Again, just to have the sole, I mean, I was going to say fuck, but I mean, I got it because I'm so angry. I mean, I get these are, adventure boots, and maybe you can't guarantee them, but that would make me seem to think that they're meant to be ridden on foot pegs, and to be standing up on foot pegs, and foot pegs that are meant for adventure riding. And if you watch my channel, I'm not like hardcore off-road rider. Like I said, it's not like I'm running the Dakar or running a BDR every week. So to think like these soles would just crack so easily, it was a big disappointment for me. So again, I don't know, like, would I buy these boots again? I don't know. I might, because I just love how comfortable they are. But I'm definitely not getting them for, got to get a new set of boots now, and I'm not getting them for my cross-country trip, because when it rains, you're pretty much screwed, man. My feet were freezing on that trip through the through the mountains of the Blue Ridge Parkway. It was pretty bad, and thank goodness I had extra pairs of socks and I could dry them out at night. So I don't know. I'd love to hear what other folks think about these boots and how they ride it with them, and how they fared. But just for 2 sets to leak so early on was really disappointing to me. The customer service was disappointing, and then the way the soles just crack after a year plus riding is pretty sad. The ones I have now are like squishy, and probably if I stood in a puddle, water would seep through the bottom. But the other ones, like, they literally were cracked in half. Like, the sole was cracked in half from just probably moving. I think it was probably mostly my left foot, because you're pivoting your foot a lot more to get under the gearbox. So anyway, I don't know. It might be worth trying them, but I don't know, for 200 something bucks. I think that's what I paid for them, and for a boot that is waterproof. I would like to think that it is waterproof. Hell, my built boots that are 35 bucks or 50 bucks, I bought them. They had better waterproof capability. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful to you. If it wasn't, hopefully at least it was somewhat entertaining. So it was entertaining to me because it helped me pass the time and not think about how hot it is, because pretty sure it's still in the upper 90s. So all right, well, with that, thanks for watching. Peace out. And I'm back. We're back, being Thumper. So I just finished that long video. I realized it probably could have been shorter, but hey, this is a trial by error. But I was thinking I probably would rename these when I do them. Would I buy that product again? Because really, that's what it's about. And I'm embarrassed to say this. I probably would buy the Gaerne G-Adventure boots again, with the understanding that I'm not gonna count on them on any type of long distance trip where it might rain, and I would potentially make them my my non-rainy season boots for where I live in Sacramento. I get tons of months where it's not gonna rain. Like I said, I love the way these boots look. I love the way they feel for a big boot, they're easy to get on and off. So I probably would do it. And then again, you know, I don't know, getting a year and a half out of boots probably isn't the end of the world. Maybe I could get them resold. So I'm actually embarrassed to say that I would get them again, but that's how comfy the things are. I'm really hoping. Right now, I'm thinking about either getting a set of Formas or Alpine Stars, and I'm really hoping that whichever one I get, you know, when I break them in and stuff, they are as comfortable as these Gaernes, because initially these are stiff just like any boot, but I said mine have like broken into me in slippers. So I'll tell you, if Gaerne would like give you a better warranty or something too, I'd be like, hey, I'll take a spin again on them. But you know, if they rain, I definitely don't want to be out in the hole again. But then again, what did I say? I'll probably be stupid enough to look for a set on clearance someplace and buy them and just use them in the summer. So all right, well, for that that is actually the end, and I will say again, peace out.
Okay, so if you didn't follow my advice and you were too lazy to watch a real review online, here's what the boots look like. Pretty beat up, but you kind of get the picture. Thanks for watching.